Hey, I think we should start a podcast.
You're a podcast! What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of You're a Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Austin Kassler, and this is my lovely wife.
Hi, I'm Faith.
And she is lovely. So it's a special episode number 50. We've done 50 of these things.
50.
And for any one of you people out there who has listened to all 50 episodes,
Kudos, because we're annoying.
big shout out to you. We really appreciate you listening in and telling your friends about us, telling us how we've been doing. We've been having a lot of fun with this.
Yeah.
Hopefully you've noticed it getting progressively better as we've kind of figure out what we're doing, how to do it, try to get our schedules in, because we still work jobs. This isn't our full-time job unless you start fucking telling people about us.
For real.
And then we can get enough listeners to just do this. And that would be great.
That would be easier.
That'd be cool.
But,
And we could do like so much more.
Yeah.
But anyways.
As it is, we got real lives outside of this too.
Right.
How else are we going to tell you stories? We're not this entertaining all the time.
Yeah.
We are this entertaining all the time.
Yeah, but work stories are kind of boring.
Especially yours right now, seeing as you work at home.
Yeah. I just hang out. Well, I mean, Tonks and Willow are cute.
Yeah, great coworkers.
Great coworkers. Best coworkers I ever had.
Good cuddlers.
Except for one of them just like screams anytime somebody knocks on the door.
Yeah, the other one is a hoe. Just needs constant love.
Yeah, and that would be me.
That is Austin.
So anyways, it's episode 50. So Faith, being the smarter one of the two of us, made a whole plan, made it one of her infamous brackets.
Yes, except for this time, we aren't stupid. And it's not March.
Well,
and we're thinking that we're smart.
I'm still stupid. But
We are still stupid. But last time we had a bracket, we were thinking like... There's no brackets happening right now. It was literally March.
It was literally March for March Madness.
We're just dumb and we
Yeah.
don't sport. So this time,
Go sports.
Woo, sports. This might make people have feelings.
Yeah.
But our last bracket did too. People had a lot of feelings about theme songs.
Yeah.
I have a lot of feelings about theme songs, so I get it. This is the best bands of the early 2000s. Obviously, I cannot get every band, so some people are going to be disappointed off the bat. I just got the ones I recognized, I liked, and I thought were just too iconic to leave off.
And if we missed something,
Tell us.
we're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We've got an email. You're a podcast at yahoo.com.
Got that face spice.
We got that Facebook.
You can shout at us at all kinds of platforms.
We don't have a MySpace.
Could.
We
It's
also
still
don't
a
have
thing.
we don't have a LinkedIn.
We don't have a LinkedIn.
Because we don't have any employees.
That's true. But we could have a MySpace. I hear MySpace is still a thing, especially with the music crowd, like bands have it,
Yeah.
because you can still put music on there, which is cool. Best thing about MySpace.
Yeah, hands down. Best thing
And
about
you like
MySpace.
customize it. Fucking everybody was low key learning how to code to make their page
Dude,
look cool.
I was learning how to copy paste from people who knew how to code.
Me too.
Yeah, mine was
I knew
all...
how to change some things though. I could like make my font italics and stuff like that. Like I could change that, but I couldn't actually code. I could
No.
just change some fonts.
Mine was like, I was really into smoking weed, so mine was all like Rosted Out
Yeah.
and like reggae and everything. But then I had like rock music and metal like for my
Yeah,
songs.
I know. That's what I've never really fully understood with your whole thing, but
Yep.
I was really into Harry Potter. Oh wait, I still am.
Oh,
My MySpace was all kinds of Harry Potter
yeah.
stuff.
You can tell that Faith is really into Harry Potter by every third sentence she says.
It's not true. It's not that often, but it is regularly. So let's take ourselves back to the early 2000s, guys.
Bring it back.
Feel the nostalgia. Think about the low-cut jeans and the high thongs. Think about the Uggy boots.
Way high thongs.
Way high thongs. The crop top and the fake tanner. The over-straightened hair.
The tube top.
The tube top. We think about grunge music. We think about...
Really, really going hard on the highlights.
we think about like the first scene kids coming in. It was a good time. Had by all.
It was.
It was a technological age. Fucking cell phones were crushing it.
Oh yeah, you had
You got
the cell phones were
razors and
starting
shit.
to flip.
Yeah. You were having a good time. So we'll just kick it off with a
Cool.
hot match. I think I know who you will say, and I think I know who I will say because I made the list.
Are we on opposing sides?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we're on the same side, but maybe you'll surprise me. I don't know.
We are married.
We are.
Yeah.
So, first pairing, the Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Cool.
icons.
I don't know that it's a 2000s.
It was on the list. Multiple lists. I have the same. I had the same thought. It's
I
not
think
about
I'm-
when they formed. It's about when they peaked.
Yeah, still, I would say not
90s.
the 2000s. I would say like late 80s, early 90s.
It's not me that made the lists. I just made this bracket
Okay. Maybe mid 90s.
because I looked at like 4 different lists. I just Googled best bands of the early 2000s, and at the top of Google, like let you scroll through. They were on there, and then a actual factual music page magazine
Okay.
had them on their list.
Okay.
So,
maybe I'm wrong about my dates.
maybe. You
I'm
weren't
not
about
good with
someone else
dates.
on this list. Anyways, so the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
On the bridge downtown. Good song.
Wanna got to give it to you, mama. Wanna got to give it to you, papa.
Exactly. Or Weezer.
Nice.
Icons.
Both good and both similar sounds.
I tried my
yeah.
best. Obviously, there's the odd one where I just
Uh-huh.
couldn't because I was down to 2 bands and just got to do it at that point. But, you know, Weezer, didn't they, Ooh You look just like Buddy Holly. Isn't that them? They Island in the Sun.
You got your problems. Oh, got my big cheese.
The best thing about Weezer is that they just look like a bunch of fucking nerds. What's
I got
happening?
my hash pipe. Yeah, totally.
They have a lot of good songs.
They do, especially for nerds.
Arguably more 2000s.
I would
Than
say
the Chili
more
Peppers.
2000s than the Chili Peppers.
But
Absolutely.
the Chili Peppers are more iconic.
Yeah, they've gotten weird recently.
I don't like their new
Have you
stuff.
seen Anthony Kiedis' mustache? It's a crime against humanity.
I
It's-
don't pay attention to them.
He's got just this really it's bad. It looks like he eats
thought
a
I
lot of.
heard
It
that,
looks like
like-
he eats like a lot of soup.
But I heard that like original guitarist or something from them died, but he wasn't in it for very long. He just like helped start it and then like left.
Yeah, because he overdosed.
No, he like died recently.
The original.
I don't know if it's the Red
guitarist?
Hot
No.
Chili Peppers. I just know somebody, an original member of some band that I was looking on these lists because it just came up when I was Googling, died recently.
Are you talking about Van Halen?
No, not dumb.
Okay, I had to check.
Not that dumb.
Okay.
Any hoozle.
Anyway, let's make a choice. I'm gonna go with because the bracket is 2000s based.
You're going Weezer.
I'm gonna go Weezer.
That's astonishing. You just love the Chili Peppers so much.
I do. I love the Chili Peppers. I one of the only like full autobiographies that I've read was about the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
I do love Flea is so entertaining, but because we're going with a 2000s based bracket,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Weezer.
Interesting. You surprised me.
I know.
I love a good surprise
I'm
in marriage. So fun. People are always like, is marriage boring? No. Constant
Nope.
surprises.
I'm
Even after
surprising
10 years.
I'm surprising myself, to be honest, with this decision.
As we're talking about Weezer, though, I'm like, I do like a lot of Weezer songs.
Weezer's got a lot,
lot of
of good.
good
That's the
songs.
thing about the two of them is
I
that
never
they
saw
both
them, but I
have-
could have at US Open.
I've seen 'em.
If in any given year, they were always at the US Open.
I've seen him at the U.S. Open. I got stuck in Long Beach when I was like, I want to say, wasn't kicked out of school yet.
We were
so-
dating.
We
I
were
know,
dating?
because you got third person drunk and you were driving me fucking insane.
Yes. So I must have been like 16.
Austin gets third person drunk, in case you guys are curious. When he gets too drunk, he starts talking in the third person. It's
Sometimes
horrible.
I have to be like really drunk and something has to trigger it, and then I just get stuck.
It's the worst. He texts in third person also. I agree. Now that we've talked about it, I think Weezer wins. But I do love the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes.
That's
Red Hot-
nothing against them.
Yeah. No matter who wins.
If we're talking
in
about
this-
the 90s.
No matter who wins in this bracket, the Red Hot Chili Peppers get an honorable mention.
Well, I think everybody gets an honorable mention, if we're being honest. This one, I also think I know who will win, but I was wrong the last time.
We'll see.
Blink 182,
Dope. Definitely 2000s.
An icon of the 2000s.
Uh-huh.
V, one of Becca's favorite bands, Simple Plan, which you had not known that you knew until we were looking at music videos, because you had only heard the Addicted song from me singing it, being all, I'm addicted to you.
Yeah.
And, but you knew the...
But I've totally heard them.
Yeah, you've heard them. They have that song about being a kid is hard. Which, classic. But Blink-182 is fucking Blink-182.
Blink-182 wins. Like, I'm just saying it right now. It's not even an argument. Huh?
They have longevity. They're still played. Longevity. We still talk about them. Simple Plan, not a lot of people think about anymore, I imagine. Becca was obsessed with Pierre.
So stupid.
His name was Pierre also, which is interesting.
Yeah. I mean...
Not that people aren't named Pierre, but usually people in America...
Pierre's a hard name to pull off.
I think they're Canadian, so that's probably why he's Pierre.
Pierre is a hard name to pull off.
It is. Becca was obsessed with him, which is the only reason I know a fair amount about Simple Plan.
Especially as a white guy, Pierre is a hard name to pull off.
Unless you're in France.
If you're French...
That's why I was saying he's from Canada, I think.
They're different. French. You're French Canadian. It's not the same.
His parents could be from France.
No,
we don't know enough about Pierre.
If you're going to pull off the name Pierre and be white, you have to be French so that you can pronounce it Pierre.
Oh,
Pierre.
I don't think that's how they pronounce it in France.
Oh, je m'appelle Pierre.
I think that's all kinds of wrong, except for Je m'appelle is your name. Okay. My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
We're getting emo. Versus Good Charlotte, who we both had to look up because we couldn't remember a single fucking thing Good Charlotte has done.
We had to do a lot of looking up music for this. Faith made up the brackets. I don't know what order they're in or who's going against what, but we did have to go through a lot of these and be like, okay, we know them, but like, what songs are they doing?
I always liked My Chemical Romance. I still like My Chemical Romance. I don't like them enough to spend as much money as they're selling their tickets for since they got back together. But I love that he made Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Dope.
Great
fucking songs.
Show.
No matter what age you are, those are good songs. And they're a hit. Especially when you're in high school, they hit you good. Good Charlotte dresses a lot harder than they are.
So much harder
so we listen to Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous.
Which is great.
Great song.
Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous.
But they're like fucking Liberty spiked out, all black. They're looking like the biggest fucking punk band ever, and they're sitting in there singing.
The Dead Kennedys weren't that punked out.
So it makes me not like them. I don't believe them.
They were trying.
They were trying really hard. But maybe they weren't. Maybe that was their publicist or their PR person or whatever. It was like, we need to really sell this pop punk shit.
It's also like people are like Blink-182 is like a punk band, and you're like,
yeah, people are dumb. They're pop punk and they know it.
They're pop punk at best, and
at
they
best,
know
they're alternative.
Except for Travis Barker. Travis Barker's punk as fuck.
He is punk as fuck, and he's riding plane crash, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
So he can do what he wants.
But he's in a pop punk band.
He's in a pop punk band.
I say My Chemical Romance wins for me in my heart and soul. But Good Charlotte has a couple good songs. I
agree. Just the longevity, the cult following.
Cult following for sure, man.
They're contributing to so many middle schoolers getting bangs.
Yeah.
That's
swoopy. A lot of eyeliner, but not as much as Green Day.
Oh no, Green Day.
A lot of eyeliner. They are on my list later on. We're good.
Green Day was the world's biggest contributor to men wearing eyeliner and skinny ties.
Very skinny ties. Lots of skinny ties. My Chemical Romance, man. You know, like Teenagers Scared the Living Shit Out of Me.
That is a good one.
Great song. They got like Mama, we all go to hell.
Yeah.
Great song.
I'm not
Black Parade I don't like as much as everybody else in the world.
I'm not like their biggest fan.
But they're good.
But they are good.
When you're in a mood.
Yes.
If you're in the mood.
The lead singer had like some solo stuff that he did.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's okay.
Well, he did like the 3 videos. Or was that with My Chemical Romance?
Oh,
it just,
Panic at the
took
Disco.
forever to come out. Oh, I'm totally thinking of someone else.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But Jared Way wrote a comic book, and it's a really good TV show. Becca,
is.
watch Umbrella Academy. Still hasn't, guys. Okay, speaking of Panic at the Disco, next, Panic at the Disco. I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. Great song.
Mm-hmm.
I chimed in with the Haven't You People Ever Heard of?
Yeah.
Versus the Plain White Tees, which everybody knows because Hey There Delilah is the one-hit wonder of them.
Yeah, but that's their only good song, and it makes everyone so sad. And
People, love it.
people love it. But I thought it was funny that people were like, they loved it so much, and they were like, who's Delilah? You have to tell us who you wrote this song
Just
about.
this chick you met.
And then it was just like some regular girl. She wasn't like...
And he just liked her name.
And like everyone expected her to be this like model
Love of his life.
And he was like, it's this girl. And he's like, she just inspired me.
Yeah.
And everyone was like,
yeah. Panic at the Disco is weird. And the singer intentionally makes it weird. I feel like not like weird like bad, weird like how they change genres every fucking 2 years. It works.
Yeah.
Weirdly. And the guy can sing.
It's almost like they have a seasonal menu.
Pretty much. They got a seasonal menu. Because I remember them doing the I Write Sins, Not Tragedy, and then they got real hippie after that.
Real hippie?
They got like barefoot and flowy shirts, fucking folky songs.
Weird.
For like 2 CDs.
You can tell I'm not really into them because I have no idea.
I was into them until they got weird and folky, and then I stopped listening to them, and then they came back with this new stuff, which I do like.
Okay. I haven't been on board.
You like High Hopes.
What?
You like the High Hopes song.
I do like High Hopes. And actually, I told Faith that I like that High Hopes song. The gotta have high hopes for a living.
Shooting for the stars if I shouldn't make a killing.
And I was like, you know what song like I've had stuck in my head and it's not necessarily bad is that High Hope song. And she's like, ooh, you like Panic at the Disco song. And I was like, wait, it's Panic at the Disco? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, thank God, I thought it was Fall Out Boy. I was so much more embarrassed about that.
Yeah. So Panic for longevity.
And also better songs.
But Hey There Delilah really did run the early 2000s.
It had a strong run.
It did. And I'm sure they have other songs. It's just nobody cares.
Well, yeah, nobody's ever made a band and then been like, hey, we're going to make this one song and that's
Well, obviously they got popular enough to have a concert for him to meet this girl Delilah to write this fucking song.
So.
Okay. Paramore. Misery's Business.
Okay.
Got a body like an hourglass is ticking like a clock. Iconic. All American Rejects.
I think just her voice is iconic.
And her fucking hair. That orange hair.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is also true.
Yeah. So.
Who was the second one?
All American Rejects. Dirty Little Secrets.
Oh, yeah.
Hope It Gives You Hell.
Hope I Gives You Hell.
Fucking burns in that song.
Oh.
Burn.
So, man, this chick gets roasted.
Hard.
So bad. And I love that.
Yeah.
Paramore was like, her voice was just crazy.
I heard they're not good live.
No?
I heard it's just not really that good. But she's cute.
That makes see, I don't care.
Yeah, no.
That makes me feel differently about them.
I don't know that to be true. I've just heard from people in the early 2000s.
Yeah. Because
that had seen them that they were like not very good.
I love it when you're like at a show
and it sounds better or as good as the CD.
No. So like one of my favorite things is like, let's say, because this has happened a few times, you go to see a band.
Yeah.
Right? And their opener comes in and just slams, like just goes so fucking hard and you feel it in your bones and like you're like, I'm a fan
of these people
forever.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm in 100%. And you go and you buy the CD and you go to listen to the CD and you're like, it was better live.
Yeah.
I love that because that means they're so into it that it makes it better. Like once you process it and try to distribute it, it doesn't have the same magic. Yeah. And I love that.
That's how the Foo Fighters' new songs were. We were not a fan pre-concert. And then we heard them in concert and we're like, oh, damn.
Yeah, the
Sky is a Neighborhood.
Sky is a Neighborhood.
Yeah, the Sky is a Neighborhood.
When you hear it like on the CD, it's okay. But man, he gets into that song.
Remember concerts?
Right? Oh God, yeah. Remember concerts? You just made me really sad.
I'm sorry, I'm just saying. Concerts, thing of the past right now.
I love concerts.
I hate people, but I like a good concert. I'm just a series of contradictions over here.
Yeah.
So
you know what it is.
I like the vibe.
You love how stupid people are, which means you like being around and you like watching, but you don't like one-on-one interaction.
I don't want to interact with anybody now.
Yeah. Okay, so
Paramore,
it was Paramore.
All American Rejects.
I'm gonna say All American Rejects.
I like them better, so I'll agree. And you only changed your mind because she's apparently not a good singer.
That had a lot to do with it, but I don't know 100% that it would have been Paramore, without that knowledge.
Yeah. Just Misery's Business is a good song. That's all I know. I'm sure they have other songs, obviously. That's just the only one I can still name and probably sing most of still if it was playing. Next, getting a little dorker.
Ooh, Dork.
Evanescence. An easy icon of the early 2000s. They've disappeared. They're a thing still, but no one knows what they're doing.
Yeah, nobody knows what they're doing.
Versus Incubus.
Ooh.
Also, nobody knows what they're doing.
Was Incubus really like a 2000s kind of thing?
You keep having this conversation with me. I didn't pick the bands I picked them based on the lists I find.
All right.
Incubus has, fucking stellar, great song.
Great song.
Meet me in outer space. Good song.
Yeah.
Evanescence is just over there fucking making you want to die, but beautifully.
I feel like Evanescence, like one of their more famous songs was
with Linkin Park.
Like with Linkin Park, which makes
apparently it's because they were together.
Yeah, but it makes me and she's got another iconic voice.
Very weird.
I
like it. It's so white. I wonder if that's real. How white she is. Is it? You think it's mostly makeup? I don't know.
You mean in that music video that we saw?
And I watched a couple of music videos, and she's always like white.
White. I mean, she probably is really white.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows?
If
but
it's
just
obviously
obviously it's not that smooth. I'm sure nobody is. Makeup's cool.
I think I'm gonna go with Incubus.
I like Incubus.
No, not at
all.
I
like them. I said. I like them.
You like them.
I like them. I was never a fan of Evanescence. I just know that music video because she's sitting in the window and it looks like she's going to kill herself, and then she does.
Yeah.
And then it happens.
You think it's going to happen, and then they surprise you.
And it happens.
But she does.
She does kill herself. Totally happens.
Yeah.
Green Day.
Okay.
Which we've had this discussion also that they really started in like 93 or some shit. We know. But they were still going hard in early 2000.
Yeah,
They're
Dookie
still going
came
hard
out
now.
in like 93, 94.
Yeah. Sum 41.
Versus Sum 41?
Yes.
Ooh.
I almost put Blink-182 and Sum 41, but they're basically the same band. Nobody knows who's different.
I
know that Sum 41 does Fat Lip.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They do Fat Lip.
Is that rolled into the party like it's fucking El Nino or whatever?
Right, like My Name is El Nino.
Yeah. Welcome to the party like my name is El Nino. Back of El Camino. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
And then they also did the 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head.
Great song.
But
Green Day did American Idiot.
Okay, but listen, American Idiot was basically the only real good song off of that whole album.
But they did it. And it's more accurate today than it's ever been.
Yeah, that's true.
It ages well.
It aged really well.
They had a Broadway musical also, Green Day did.
Crazy.
About them. That's an icon.
That's, oh my God, ridiculous.
It's insane.
It's absolutely insane.
They made skinny ties popular.
And eyeliner on dudes.
Yeah. And you know what I'm just thinking about now that I think about Sum 41 and I rolled into the party like my name is El Nino. Mm-hmm. They did sound a lot like the Beastie Boys, didn't they?
What?
I get Beastie vibes from them, especially only in that song.
I maybe can see like some, like from that song,
41.
some Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Like
it's Beastie-ish, that song specifically.
Yeah, but
Otherwise,
They're definitely not like, hey, is this Sum 41 or the Beastie Boys?
No, it's
That's
the
the
Sum 41 or
first
Blink
time that
182.
sentence has ever been said.
it's only that song. I don't know. I know it's not the Beastie Boys because I don't know that much Beastie.
Well, because it's just the pacing of the just talking rap kind of part, but definitely not the whole song.
No, not the whole song. So Green Day or Sum 41?
I don't know. It's so tough because
I'm thinking this is tough. This is only the first round. You have to put these winners against each other.
it's really tough because I feel like Green Day definitely had a bigger influence, right? And
On music in general.
On music in general, on people. Sum 41 is like one of my favorites. Legitimately, I still listen to them all the time.
I listen to them, yeah.
But I also feel like Green Day's best songs came out pre-95. So I don't know if I can consider those or not.
Austin with his specific timelines.
I'm just saying, this is a 2000s bracket.
Yes. So Sum 41 makes you have more 2000s feelings in your heart and soul.
More 2000s feelings. But I do think that Green Day as a band should win.
So if this was just best bands.
If this was best bands,
Sum 41 would be on the fucking list. Let's be honest.
If we were going with bands that had less than 5 hits, Sum 41 would be on the list.
Yeah.
But that's true. A very specific list.
So is Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth would rock the fuck out of that list.
They would win. Okay, so Sum 41.
What do you think?
I have no particular feelings. I think Green Day is a better band, I agree, but I don't get as many 2000 vibes as I do from Sum 41. So, I agree.
Sum 41, it's just like
the 2000s.
Fits right into the 2000s.
Just a lot of Dickie shorts and high socks.
Yeah, DC shoes.
Sweatbands.
Spiky hair.
Studded belts. Music
videos that have like a storyline but don't actually make any sense with the song.
Yeah. It was an iconic time. Mm-hmm. Good times, guys.
So I think we're going with Sum 41 is what it sounds like. We're sorry, Green Day.
We like you. Better.
You're in our
arguably.
hearts.
Longer. But gotta hand it to Sum 41 for the early 2000s. The Offspring. This is one of those pairings I just had to put them with somebody. Versus Linkin Park.
Oh, it's Offspring.
I agree.
It's 100% Offspring.
Cool. Then
we don't even have to talk about it. It's just, you're like, oh,
Offspring had a distinctly early 2000s sound.
Yeah.
I don't know if they make music still. If they do, I'm sure it's not good or people don't like it because they belong in 2005.
But you know what? They don't ever have to make new music again. They can tour and tour,
with
and they can make millions and millions of dollars touring and just sing their old songs, and everybody goes home happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You just walk up and you're like, you gotta keep them separated. And everybody's fucking out of their minds.
Or, like, your daddy left and he's gone, but I really wish you wouldn't call me daddy when we're getting it on. Good song.
Good. It's all good songs.
Okay. This one might be hard for you, not hard for me.
Okay.
Foo Fighters, which we know started in the 90s.
Yeah, they've been going hard continuously.
Yes.
To today.
That's true. Versus Papa Roach.
Papa Roach is very 2000s.
So 2000s.
So 2000s.
So 2000s. And I didn't know I knew Papa Roach. I mean, I knew them, obviously, because I know their name. But I didn't know a song by them until Austin said it was the Cut My Life Into Pieces song, which is iconic. And also, I love the stupid sign that pizza place put out. Cut my life into pizzas.
This is my plastic fork.
Yes, exactly.
It's great.
It is great. But the Foo Fighters are better.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Have you've seen Papa Roach in concert?
But I've also seen Foo Fighters in concert, so that's not really like a...
No, I know. I was just saying, you've seen them. I haven't.
Yeah.
We were together when you went to see them. I remember that.
Yeah. Did you
I wasn't there, but we were dating. I mean.
Yeah.
Not together physically, together emotionally.
Yeah, no, because I thought it was because I was dating you, and then I immediately told you that a cougar tried to attack me.
Yes.
Cougar being an elder lady trying to
Get that D.
fuck me.
Yes.
She was screaming at me from the balcony about how she wanted to have sex with me.
You were like, I'm a child.
And yeah, I was like 17.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah, and so that was.
But you were rocking a mohawk.
I was rocking a
was
mohawk. I was just being all sexy.
All kinds of sexy.
And I was at a rock concert, so
Yeah.
it's like the
Now
place
you'd have to
have a
pick,
mohawk.
though. It's like mohawk or beard. You can't have both. It's conflicting.
It kind of is.
You can't have both. You can't have it all.
At least not the size of mohawk that I had.
No.
Yeah, or it have to be like
A goat.
I could have a full beard and a mohawk, but I would have to be like in strongmen competition.
Yeah.
Because nobody'd want to mess with me.
Yeah, probably. It'd be a lot.
Yeah. So, but I think listen, Papa Roach has like 2 songs on the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack, which has a lot going for them and shows just how good they are.
Yeah.
But we're going with the Foo Fighters.
It's got to be the Foo.
It's got to be the Foo.
We went to Germany for you, Foo. You always win in our hearts.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you'll win this list, though, when it comes down to it. But right now, you're winning.
Yeah, if we're going with 2000s bands, the Foos might not make it that much.
I
further.
might not. Fall Out Boys.
Yeah.
Iconic of the early 2000s, unfortunately, for some. Versus the Killers.
The Killers. They did. Oh, I can't
Coming
remember.
out of my head and I'll be doing just fine. Gotta cause I didn't want it all. It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss.
Man, that guy's an overthinker.
For fucking real.
Yeah, but connected with so many other overthinkers.
Yeah.
On a deep level.
They also did Mr. Brightside.
Great.
Great song.
Great song.
Great song. Fall Out Boy, Ed Sugar. I'm coming down swinging, whatever they fucking say. Fucking guy can rock a chop.
Dude,
Insanely.
he rocks chops so much to the point where you just like don't even notice he has those crazy chops. It just like works on his face.
And a weird hat. Always with the weird
Always
hat.
a weird hat. And it's one of the only bands where the lead singer is not the frontman.
Yeah, Pete Wentz's.
The
The
guitarist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The baby-faced guy with the black hair.
Uh-huh. And he's like, they have like the same layout as like a
bands.
normal band,
Yeah.
but like all the lead singer does is sing and play guitar. And then the guitarist is the one who's like talking and
shit.
doing interviews
Yeah.
and like doing all that shit.
If I wanted a band and I was a singer, I would do the same thing.
I know you would.
Nope. I'll be over here.
No, I don't. Listen, just based on the fact that if you liked a Fall Out Boy song, you kind of had to be like embarrassed about it. I'm gonna go with the Killers.
The Killers are icons.
They're good, very good, and you can be like,
And you
"Oh,
still sing
great
those songs if they come on.
If you are in a crowd and you just start singing Mr. Brightside,
People are
white
gonna join
people will lose their minds.
White people love the Killers.
White people love the Killers, but are also the only people who love Fall Out Boy.
Probably.
Yeah. Although I did just see a video.
There was a lot of Asian people in our high school, and they love Fall Out
yeah,
Boy.
that's also true.
Also true.
I also just saw a video on Instagram of, you know how people are like doing the like fake DJ setups at home?
No.
No, they'll have like a turntable or like stuff that they're pretending to be turntables, and they'll like pretend to be DJs or whatever, and they'll like start rocking out. It's like a whole Instagram / TikTok thing.
No.
Uncultured.
I am. I'd rather spend my time reading actual books and
Yeah.
whatnot than scrolling endlessly through the Instagrams.
So I saw one where it was like Shaq, and he had like actual turntables, but they were just like on his like kitchen
Because he's
island
Shaq, so
counter.
he could have actual turntables.
And he was like doing his thing. I think it was like his family. and they were like rocking the fuck out. And I don't know if somebody had changed
Dubbed
it
it.
or had originally laid it down to
Mr. Brightside.
Fall Out Boy.
No, Fall Out Boy, that's hilarious.
It was hilarious.
I like when people just put Mr. Brightside over anything, and it's just like, it works.
No, it was Fall Out
Yeah.
Boy. It was the cock it and pull it.
I hate that song.
And they were rocking out. One of the kids like took off his shirt and they were like standing up on the counter,
That's
like
hilarious.
getting down.
This one I don't think will be hard, and we may not have to discuss the White Stripes versus Coldplay.
White Stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Done. Done. It's all done. Jack White
Coldplay
is amazing.
has okay songs,
Yeah.
but the White Stripes are better.
Yeah, but they're okay. The Coldplay's okay.
This one will probably be hard for you. I don't have an opinion either way, so who you say is who's going to win.
Oh man, that's a lot of responsibility.
Queens of the Stone Age versus System of a Down, which I had always thought was System of the Down, because that seems like it makes way more sense. But I don't care either way. I only started getting into Queens of the Stone Age recently.
Because
You're into them.
Age.
System of a Down, I have maybe a song or two on my playlist. They're
Yeah.
good. They rock hard,
They rock hard.
but I don't care who wins.
I feel like System of a Down like got so many people into metal,
Yeah,
you know? Like it was like that bridge
it was
that was like it's
rocky but metalish.
It's like rocky, but it's definitely metal.
Yeah.
But it also like you can understand most of the words that they're saying, and
Yeah,
then like
it's
you
not
kind
too
of
shouty.
progress into like screamo or
Yeah.
you know whatever.
They had a song in Disturbia, "The Most Loneliest Day of My Life."
Yep.
That's the reason I knew who System of the Down was in the early 2000s.
Oh, I was gonna say. I think that would be the reason you wouldn't like them is because it's completely improper English.
Tell me about it, dude. Their whole thing is not great, but it's a good song.
Yeah, the most loneliest day of my life. We're doing a lot of singing this episode.
And what happens when we have brackets, it
It's
seems.
a music bracket.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner tin.
But Queens of the Stone Age has so many good songs, like so many. But I don't know. It's just, this is tough.
And you're not getting no help from me.
This is a tough one. Man, you're just gonna lay all this pressure on me.
I'm a 3-2-1 you, and you're gonna pick.
No, do not do that because I
gonna.
won't pick.
I have to. We can't sit here forever.
We're gonna.
Okay, guys, and that's how we died.
Yes. And then, well, one of us will die, and then for the other one, it will be the most loneliest day of their life.
I'll just leave.
I've got you've got a much better body mass index. I think I'll last longer.
Yeah. That's why I'll just leave. I'll go get food.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I don't need to think about this. It doesn't matter to me.
I don't know. I
You
gotta
have to pick.
All right. I
3,
feel like in my heart,
2.
in my heart,
What?
in my heart guts,
Your heart guts.
my heart guts.
What do they say?
It says I like Queens of Stone Age better.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. Honestly, I don't know why that took you so long to get there.
I do because I love them, but I understand
Yeah.
like why System of a Down is a strong contender.
Yeah. The Fray. I found God on the corner of 4th and Amistad.
Oh goodness.
Versus Hoobastank.
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 Hoobastank. We're blowing out these speakers.
Hooba.
Hoobastank.
Yubastank.
I do bastank. I need a shower.
Yubastank. Great name for a band. Hooba. Or The Fray. I feel like you have no opinion on this.
Scuba stank.
Scuba Stank?
That's when you don't wash your scuba gear.
No, it would Scuba Stank.
I personally, between the two, I actually like Hoobastank.
I like Hoobastank too.
Yeah, the Fray is, I'm whatever.
I like him for reading too. It's quiet. Just play in the background. It's nice.
I could see that, but it's not attention grabbing.
Yeah. Onward.
Yeah, Hoobastank. It's like, show me what it's for. make me understand it. 'Cause I've been crawling in the dark looking for the answer.
Beautiful. Maroon 5.
Uh-huh.
Didn't even know it was a boy for a while. Singing.
Dude, that guy
Adam
can
Levine
sing
can get it
high.
up. Versus arguably one of the most hated bands of a generation, Nickelback.
I
like Nickelback. I don't know why.
I almost want to vote for Nickelback just to see how far they'll make it and to make everybody on the internet real mad.
I like Nickelback. I have no problem saying it.
Yeah.
They have like 3 good songs, and that's good enough for me to like them.
Yeah, you know, I don't. One of my. So there's this great comedy bit about why.
Look at this photograph.
Huh?
Look at this photograph.
No, you're thinking of a meme. A meme is different than stand up.
Basically the same these days.
It's really not. Some people try to make it stand up, but it's different. But so there's a stand up bit, and the guy the whole time is like, I don't understand why we give. Well, it starts out with, I don't understand why America gives Guy Fieri so much shit.
Sure.
And then it translates into, and also, he basically says we treat Guy Fieri like Nickelback. And also, why do we give Nickelback so much shit? If they want to write emotional rock songs, then let them do their thing.
I'm just saying, I'm through with standing in lines to clubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth, and I'm never gonna win. Great song.
I think my biggest problem with Nickelback is they can't decide what kind of music they are. They're rock,
Neither can
they're
Panic at the
country,
Disco.
they're like soft rock. That's like my biggest problem with them.
Yes, but Maroon 5 is still
Maroon
crushing
5.
it
Yeah,
these
Maroon
days.
5 crushes it, and that's my pick. Maroon 5
I
over
pick
Nickelback.
Nickelback.
Whoa. Okay, we gotta talk this out.
We do have to talk it out.
You think Maroon 5 is not as good as Nickelback?
No, they're better, but I like Nickelback. Yeah, I know it's Maroon 5. We don't really need to have this conversation. I like Nickelback.
Okay, if you're gonna roll over on Nickelback that easily,
Oh, yeah.
it's not. It means
that I
that they
don't care that
probably
much.
shouldn't go through.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. Maroon 5's good. I like Maroon 5.
Okay.
I don't think I have any Maroon 5 songs on a playlist anywhere.
You know,
but I like that song that the little baby sings too. She's lip singing with her dad. That video is so cute. It's not anything from the early 2000s. It's new, but
the thing with Nickelback versus Maroon 5 is I will listen to a Maroon 5 song and be impressed by what they're doing.
Yeah.
Versus Nickelback, where I'm like, you're doing a thing.
And I like that music video that Maroon 5 has also, where they're going to the weddings and they perform
surprise
performance. Sugar. And then it's about getting on your knees. It's dirty. Kinky. Sugar's the D, apparently.
Whoa.
Who knew? And salty, if you ask me. Not sweet.
I need
Muse.
to increase my pineapple consumption then.
I hate pineapple, though. If it starts to taste like pineapple, it's not going to be good for you.
No, it doesn't taste like pineapple, from what I understand.
Who knows?
Let me cover myself there.
Yeah.
From what I
How
understand,
do you know, Austin?
it doesn't taste like pineapple. It just increases the sugar, like the sugar content of it, and just tastes sweeter.
Okay.
From my understanding.
Muse. Mm-hmm. Or Godsmack.
You know, I can't say I know Godsmack songs off the top of my head.
Oh, I do.
You do?
Yeah. I'm not the one who's so
Oh,
far
God.
away when I feel the snake bite enter my veins.
Oh.
Never.
Have you ever been like hanging out somewhere like in public on like a Thursday afternoon and your wife just starts singing that song out of nowhere? Because that's my life all the time.
It's a good song.
But I feel
I don't know.
like
Muse is weird.
Muse is
like for
weird.
contemporary dancing.
Muse is totally.
That's what it's for.
I 100% agree.
Twilight made people like Muse because they had that black hole song in there. Supersonic black hole.
That was a good face. If you're listening to the audio, we got to make sure we get this video out on time. We're going to have to freeze that and make that our podcast cover.
Okay.
I'm into it.
Supersonic black hole.
I feel like Muse is so weird.
Too weird.
And as much as you bother me with the Godsmack song, I think if I choose Muse, you're just going to be angry.
Well, I will just sit here and say Godsmack's better. Like, name another Muse song, Austin.
Okay. All right. Well, Godsmack wins.
We know we're not going to make it past this round anyways.
Faith's got a lot of confidence in her choices.
I just know who they're going to be against eventually. Well, maybe
Okay.
they will. All Time Low. These are two bands that you don't care about, but I like. Mm-hmm. All Time Low versus We the Kings.
Yeah, this is going to be your choice.
All Time Low.
Okay. Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah, because you were a big fan of them. I remember you had shirts
I love All Time Low still.
back when you had a lip ring
Oh, yeah. Good times.
and like
Early 2000s.
early 2000s. That's where
Good
it's
times.
at.
It is where it's
But-
at. Really, I had a lip ring like 2009 to 2010.
I feel like the
It lasted
early
a while.
2000s is just what we call
Anything that's not a teen.
the 2000s to 2010.
Yeah.
Because you can't call it the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah. They call it teens. After it's like the 10s and the teens.
Yeah. But 2000 doesn't really have anything, so it's just the early 2000s.
Yeah. Okie dokie artichoke.
Chokey.
Back around from the top.
Ooh, round 2.
Round 2. Weezer versus Blink 182.
Okay. Thoughts?
Thoughts. Hard. Difficult. Blink 182.
Yeah, you think?
I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Island in the Sun's a good song.
Weezer's got a lot of good songs.
What does Blink 182 have?
Blink-182's got a pretty good amount. They got oh my god, why am I brain farting on the name of it right now? It's like
Is that the work
where
sucks?
are you?
Yeah. And I'm so sorry.
And you gotta sing like that. And I'm so sorry.
That's true. That is true. They do have that. Weezer. I changed my mind. I'm back to Weezer. I don't know. Fuck. What do you say?
Also, hard.
Hard.
As in I'm.
Oh,
Yeah. Good music.
really good.
It's tough. If we're choosing iconic bands, I think it's Blink-182.
I think it's Blink 182. Maybe.
You think it's Blink-180 also?
Also, exactly. Blink 180 also.
But
Weezer.
we're gonna go with Blink-182 while saying Weezer, you put up a hell of a fight.
Hell of a fight. Ooh, wee, ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly.
Uh-oh.
And I'm Mary Tyler Moore.
And then they also got Beverly Hills. That's
damn
where
it.
I want
Is
to
it Blink 182? I
be.
think it's
Gimme,
Weezer.
gimme.
Living in Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name another Blink 182 song right now?
Hey, you gotta give me a second.
I'll give you 10 seconds.
Oh, fuck. Then probably not. Look out. I started doing the beginning of another one. I don't know any of the words, but it starts off. It's like that real slow. The do 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 do.
Oh, What's My Age Again? Never mind.
Oh yeah,
It's
what's my
Blink
age
182.
again? That's a good one.
All the small things.
Oh yeah,
Nothing.
work sucks.
I know. That's what I was
We've
saying.
talked
Is
about
it?
that a
It
lot.
really? Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Blink 182 wins. Sorry for my doubt.
I don't know why we were brain farting on that so hard.
My Chemical Romance versus Panic at the Disco.
Basically the same band for one of their albums.
For the first album that anybody cares about in the early 2000s.
Yeah. I think you're going to have stronger opinions on this than me.
I think for longevity, Panic is still rocking hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that people would have the same reaction if Panic at the Disco went away and came back that they had for My Chemical Romance.
That's a good point.
So probably My Chemical Romance, solely based on the fanaticism.
Okay, so we're going with how into it the fan base is.
Well, because I can't pick otherwise.
Okay.
People do love Panic at the Disco, and he has really spread his genres. He's gotten everybody from MCR fans to Taylor Swift fans on his side. He had a song with Taylor Swift. That's a massive array he's got.
Yeah, if one of your fans includes Taylor Swift,
yeah,
like that's really impressive.
Brendan Urie, that's his name.
Oh yeah.
Panic at the Disco.
He's great.
Great singer. Extraordinarily
That dude's
talented.
got some pipes.
He's got some fucking pipes on him.
And his dick.
It's got to be impressive. If we were talking about now, like longevity, because he's making music that still is good. Okay, I'm changing my mind to Panic because I think about My Chemical Romance and they had 2 albums I like. 2 total. The rest of them are shit. I don't like them at all. I would see them for 10 songs. Honestly,
I hate it when you go to a band who you really like, and then you get there and you remember you only like 3 of their songs.
Yeah, and you're like, why am I here?
And it's like the first one and the last one, so you have to stay for the whole time.
Exactly. So, and then sometimes bands don't even play the fucking song you want. Foo Fighters play DOA.
Yeah, I think they're all definitely listening to this podcast.
Definitely are. We have 8 minutes left on these cards.
Oh. We gotta wrap this shit up, baby.
We're gonna have to speed rounds is never gonna happen. Any hoozle. So Panic.
We can switch cards.
We will have to. Panic wins that one.
Panic wins that one.
All American Rejects versus something that doesn't make any sense. Incubus. So these are the things that happen when you get down to a bracket.
When you do the brackets.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an interesting mix.
Yes.
It
depends on the age you were in the early 2000s, I think.
I think you're right.
If you are our age, it's probably All American Rejects. If you are my mom's age, it's probably Incubus. But you like older people music generally.
I do.
You're an old man.
I'm an old man.
He's almost 30.
Dude. Let's stop making Austin sad this episode.
Okay.
So
I don't. Okay, what's another Incubus song besides Stellar?
Are you? Oh, I thought you were doing your Google thing.
I can
do it because you're a good Googler. But they've got Stellar. They've got man, I can like see the music video, but I forget what
Drive. Wish You Were Here. Nice to Know You.
Nice to Know You was good.
I don't know any of those other songs, so that means All American Rejects wins for me.
Okay. We'll go with that because I understand that Incubus isn't like that big for a lot of people,
but they have a fucking banger in Stellar. Great song.
Yeah. Well, and Nice to Know You is a great song too.
Okay.
Like, nice to know you. Goodbye.
Oh, that is a good song.
It's good.
Yeah. Sum 41.
Great.
The Offspring.
That's mean to do to me.
I didn't do it to you. We did it to ourselves by picking these people. It could have been Green Day versus The Offspring or Green Day versus Linkin Park. That would have been hard. No, not really. Green Day would win.
No, Green Day would win. Yeah, 100%. But we're talking Sum 41 versus The Offspring.
We are.
The Offspring wins. For me, I think. And I'm a big fan of Sum 41.
I like The Offspring better, I agree.
But I like The Offspring better. If you were like, hey, do you want to go to a Sum 41 concert or an Offspring concert? I'd go to the Offspring concert.
Yeah. I see it. I get it. I know. I understand.
Yeah.
I feel it. The Foo Fighters.
Okay.
Versus the Killers.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
No contest.
This is the problem, guys. But the Killers, very early 2000s. And good for you.
Yeah, but
the Foo's still killing it.
You're going up against the Foo.
This is going to suck for you, and I'm sorry. The White Stripes versus Queens of the Stone Age.
That does suck for me.
I say the White Stripes because I like them better. And I've liked them longer than I've liked Queens of the Stone Age. But they're both really good.
They are both really good.
Great bands.
Great bands. And Dave Grohl, lead singer for the Foo Fighters, was one of the founding members of Queens of the Stone Age.
Was he?
He was the drummer.
I was going to say he's probably the drummer, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if he was like the founding member, but he played drums for a while with them.
Pre-Foo or after, in the middle of Foo?
In the middle of Foo.
Weird.
They've all got
Pre-Foo,
side projects. Taylor,
Nirvana.
Yeah, Taylor goes and does other stuff. You know, Taylor's the drummer for the Foo Fighters.
Drummers always pull some fucking weird faces.
Yeah.
So do guitarists, though. They guitarists feel like it looks like they feel it in their teeth.
They're like,
yeah.
Should we switch these cards out real quick?
Probably.
All right, we're gonna take a break and switch out these here dang cards because this is gonna be a long cast, I think. And we're back.
Yes.
You probably didn't notice if you're listening, but if you're watching, we might be just a little bit off of where we used to.
This is true.
But we're back, and it took me about 45 minutes to decide that White Stripes wins.
Okay, so White Stripes over the Queens of the Stone Age.
Yes, it does pain me a little bit because I do love the Queens of the Stone Age, but Jack White is crazy, dude. Like,
an icon.
Insane. Like, not only that, but he did like the Raconteurs and like all,
Yeah.
other bunch of other cool stuff.
Hooba.
Oh, the Stank?
The Stank versus Maroon 5.
I know that my opinion's not going to be the popular opinion.
Hooba?
I think I like Hoobastank.
Yeah.
But I understand where the argument for Maroon 5 comes from. So if my assumption for your choice is correct,
yeah,
I will secede. I don't think that's the right word.
I know Hooba. Stanky.
We looked it up.
We did, but I knew the song instantly also. Now I just not in my head. So let me see. Oh, The Reason. Mm-hmm. Yes, that is a good song. Had a reason to live.
Mm-hmm. But then they also
who I used to be.
And then they also did the more rocky version, the song. It was like, I've been crawling in the dark, looking for the answer.
But
tell me what
Maroon 5.
I know. And
Maroon 5.
I understand that mine's not the popular answer.
Maroon 5, though.
So I will concede. That's the right word.
Yes,
sounded like I was going to fight you about slavery, saying I was going to secede. But no, I will concede, and we will.
Maroon 5 is another good band to listen to while you read. It's all Sunday morning rain is falling.
That is a banger.
Great song.
It's a banger.
Maroon 5.
Yeah, I understand.
I do like Hooba.
From. Yeah,
I like the Stank.
Yeah.
Godsmack versus All Time Low.
See,
so different.
This is one that's going to be a little bit more painful for you.
I don't find it painful because I only like one Godsmack song. I like albums and albums of All Time Low.
See, I don't really know what I'm talking about with All Time Low, and I only know the one song.
Not the one who's so far away. That is my childhood.
Dude.
That song, but it's All Time Low.
Crazy.
Sorry, Mom.
Okay.
Onward, third round. Woo!
Round 3.
Blink-182 versus Panic at the Disco.
It's Blink-182 for me. Like quick.
For the early 2000s. We're talking about longevity again. It's Panic, but I agree that it's Blink for
the
time.
Because Blink-182 broke up.
Yeah. it was sad to a lot of people.
It was sad to a lot of people. And then they announced that they were getting back together, and then they didn't really do anything with it.
Yeah, and then they were just the same,
Yeah.
and they were just trying to cash in.
Which I get.
I get it.
You know?
Money's cool.
Money
They're
is
probably
cool.
starting to run out. You know, nobody's using their songs in movies and shit anymore.
I don't know. They made a lot of fucking money.
It didn't seem like they'd be the smartest with it, though.
I mean,
Travis Barker's doing Travis Barker shit.
yeah.
Becca was so
Who
obsessed
knows?
with him, too. She thought he was so hot.
It was probably mostly the tattoos.
100% the tattoos,
Yeah.
because his face is not great.
It's okay.
It's okay. He's got a really skinny neck. I'm not into super skinny guys.
I think it might be the... Well, everybody knows that. But I also think that tattoos on your neck
Make it look
give
skinnier.
you a slimming
But he
neck.
has a very big Adam's apple.
Yeah.
I've noticed. It's very chickeny. I don't know. When people are like super skinny and have a big Adam's apple, it just makes me think of chicken.
Yeah.
Like they would be like, if you drew them as an animal, it would be a chicken. Travis Barker would be a badass chicken. Rooster, mohawk.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know? It'd be a whole thing.
But I think the only way you have a neck tattoo and you're like, oh, that neck tattoo makes you look fat is if you get like a tattoo of a fat guy and you're like, hey, check it out. I got this tattoo of a skinny guy on my neck. Or if it's a skinny guy and you go like this, like skinny, fat, skinny, fat.
Maybe. All American Rejects
Okay.
versus The Offspring.
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 This is a really surprisingly easy third round so far.
So far. This one's not. Ready?
Oh,
Foo Fighters versus the White Stripes. Spoke too soon, Austin. Spoke
we
too
need to take
soon.
another break. We'll come back
See you
next
tomorrow.
week. Come back next week when I've had time to think this over.
Yeah. It's a hard one.
This is a really hard one.
It's really hard.
This is a really hard
The
one.
White Stripes are no longer together.
Well, yeah.
They fucking crushed it.
That's what happens when you're married and you get a divorce. Your band
Yeah, that's why you
falls
shouldn't
apart.
marry. Although,
Yeah.
did they make the White Stripes post-marriage? I would assume, because they were
No,
whites.
I think they got married after they were a band.
So they were just the White Stripes, and she wasn't a white stripe because he's Jack White.
I don't know the timeline of it.
Just saying, it isn't like
Yeah.
I would be like, can we pick a new name? Because like I'm not a white. This is kind of fucked up. He's like, I can fix that.
I don't know. White Stripes is a good band name though.
Fantastic band name.
Yeah.
Fantastic band. The Foo Fighters, who knows what the fuck they're talking about, and the title, the name of the band is strange.
I wonder where their band
Where
name
that came from. Who knows?
I bet you people ask.
I'm sure the internet knows.
Yeah.
I just don't.
But God, it's like, and it's not even something where it's like, oh, I only like, one or two Foo Fighters songs or one or two White Stripes songs. It's like,
All of them.
yeah, like
You only don't like one or two
Yeah.
of each of them.
like White Stripes, their album Elephant, like got me through a lot of days of working in kitchens for a long time, and I just like had a little bit to go and sit in my car, and I
Yeah.
had that CD, and I just like listened to it on repeat.
The group name for the Foo Fighters, Foo Fighter, is a nickname coined by Allied aircraft pilots for UFOs and other aerial phenomenon.
Weird,
Very weird.
but
But there you go.
cool band name.
Great band name. Now we know. It also gave the whole history about why Nirvana broke up. Yes, we know. Kurt Cobain killed himself.
Yeah, it's a short explanation.
Yeah, but it was like, the Foo Fighters was established after Dave Grohl's band. Not even his band, but, he was the
I
drummer.
mean, he was in it.
He looks really weird when he's younger. Weird face. He needs a beard.
He definitely
aged well.
really good.
He needs a beard.
He looks-
figured it out.
He looks great now.
Yeah.
He's a good looking
Who
dude.
knows how old he is, but he looks good.
Yeah.
He needs a beard. He's
He also
like you.
has a lot
He
of
has a very
money.
baby face under there.
Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
Like
bit.
you.
I do have so I think when I shave my beard, it's just that we all forget what my chin looks like. And my beard gives the deception of me having an enormous chin and
It'd
a
be
much
weird if you really had a chin that big, though.
right?
That would be weird.
Well, but people assume that my chin comes to like here.
That's weird. Yeah.
It goes to here.
Yeah.
But people
It's not even
like,
your chin that makes me. It's your jaw.
it's
Not your
the
chin, but
rounded.
you have a very round cheek.
That's because I'm chubby.
You got a baby face.
That's because I'm chubby.
I mean, You said it. You got a baby face.
I don't think anybody's trying to argue that I'm not a chubby guy. Anyways,
The
let's
Foo
get back
Fighters
to the.
versus the White Stripes.
What are your feelings?
Seven Nation Army's a fucking great song.
Dude, Seven Nation Army, hardest button to button,
Hardest button to button.
fucking.
But-
I'm a big fan of like Little Room and
But DOA.
dude,
But
DOA,
Everlong.
Monkey Wrench,
Monkey
Everlong, like
But Big Me. But everything.
this is so hard. Can we do a skip?
We'll come back.
Okay.
The next one's the last one, so we don't have long to skip.
Fuck. Okay.
Maroon 5 versus All Time Low.
I'm gonna say
Maroon.
really.
No. I'm gonna say All Time
that
Low.
surprises me because I'm gonna say Maroon.
I just like All Time Low more.
I know.
But as far as generationally, for all the people that grew up in the 2000s, whether you were a small child listening to Maroon 5 for the first time on a Now 26 album, because those were a thing. Everybody remember the Now albums?
Oh, those were terrible.
Just the mixtape that you didn't have to make.
Yeah. You remember the Kids Bop ones where it was basically
It was just kids singing.
it was basically
adult songs.
those, but it was like kids.
Yeah, I didn't like the Kids Bop ones. I like
they were
the Now albums. Dad got them.
Kids
That's where I
Bop
first heard
albums
Hoobastank.
were the fucking worst.
Was on the Now This, whatever. I think a wider age range liked Maroon 5. All Time Low is exclusively high schoolers
Yeah.
and the people that grew up now and like them still. Maroon 5.
Okay. Fuck, that was fast.
Yeah, so back around to the question, really, that will basically decide this thing. Because we all know who's going to win the next round if we pick one of these two.
So like what we have to decide something that's going to differentiate the two.
The White Stripes are no longer together. We can't see them in concert. They're not making music anymore.
But man, I would fucking love to.
I would love
Uh-huh.
to see them. I have been told I look like Jack White by a crazy
You
person.
have been told that you look like Jack White.
It's just the dark hair. It was shoulder length at the time.
Uh-huh.
I was pale.
Yeah, it was winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oregon, you know.
It's tough to see now,
Yeah, it's not.
but
It was a drunk homeless person in Barnes and Noble. So
yeah, that's pretty much exactly the combination that it would take
yeah.
to be like, you look like Jack White.
But pre-seeing the Foo Fighters, if I had to pick between seeing one of them, I would have said the Foo Fighters because I like more of their songs. Every single, not every single, obviously, but every album the White Stripes ever made has mostly good songs.
Yeah.
But the same can be said for the Foo Fighters,
exact
and they've
same thing
been
can be
crushing
said.
it for longer.
Now,
But Jack White is a genius.
well, but so's Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl is a genius, that is true.
Like, I think the only thing that differentiates the two of them, the two like bands, because Jack White's still going
If
hard.
you guys don't know what we're talking about with the White Stripes, look them fucking up. You guys are dumb. Some people have never heard the White Stripes, and it's concerning.
What?
It's concerning.
Dude.
Gotta listen to the White Stripes.
Okay.
Just look up Seven Nation Army.
That'll pretty much give it to you. What's they did, what's the one, I'm brain farting on the name. Icky Thump.
Oh, great song.
Banger.
Great song.
Icky Thump. I'm a big fan of Catch Hell Blues.
I know you are.
It's like the coolest sounding guitar you've ever heard. It's like Jack White got like really high and just sat down on his couch and just laid out the weirdest great sounding guitar riff ever.
It is weird.
It's so good though.
Are you ready?
No.
We're gonna have to do it.
No, because I know who's gonna win, and
It's
I'm
the Foo
upset about
Fighters.
it. I know, because the only thing that makes a difference between the two of them is that the Foo Fighters is still going strong.
If the White Stripes were still going,
If the White Stripes
this
were
would
still
never
going,
be. It would be a draw right now.
Oh my god,
we would just
be
never finish
crazy.
this. We're sorry, Jack White and Meg.
This
I don't know what your last name is any longer. It pains us to do this.
It does.
But thank God this wasn't the final two, because we would never finish.
No, I think it probably would have taken the same amount of time, because it's literally the only difference between the two. And the only other thing that I could think of to like make a difference between the two would be like what songs came out in the 2000s, and then we could like figure it out
there. But we don't got that time.
But then we got to take another 45-minute break.
We'll let you guys know later this week if we stick by these. We'll do some research. But specifically about the Foo Fighters and the White Stripes, we don't care about the rest of the shit.
And if you have feelings about any of these, like, tell us.
And make sure you follow us on Instagram, because you know it's going to be a poll this week.
Oh, there's going to be polls. There's going to be everything. Just like, and like, let us know. We'll throw some extras into the polls.
We'll just ask you who you think should have been on the list. We don't fucking care.
Absolutely.
So to be in the final two, we're down to that. So Blink-182 versus Offspring, who deserves to be in the final two? Top two.
That is a good one.
Yes, I think it's Offspring.
I agree. Because Blink-182 is good.
Oh man, she's got issues and I'm gonna pay.
But the Offspring is great.
She wants his dinero.
Pretty fly
just to stay at home.
White guy.
That should be the only reason. And then this one we don't even need to do. Foo Fighters versus Maroon 5. Yeah, Foo.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
So now we have to do a tough decision.
Oh, God.
We fucked ourselves.
Offspring or the Foo Fighters?
It's rough.
You know what?
Iconically 2000s, the Offspring.
I was just about to say that. I know it's a tough decision between the two bands, but this is a 2000s based bracket.
How many songs from the Foo Fighters came out in 2000s? This
You're
is
the
we're going to get
Google
into
queen.
it. We have to know.
Hey,
Because now
Google.
I have questions. The Foo Fighters.
The Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. Okay. Got the Best of You. Pretender.
That came out in the 2000s?
2007.
Great.
Times Like These.
The Pretender was one of the only ringtones that I ever purchased.
Yes, and it was the worst part.
It was
told me this.
the beginning part that was like, and you were like, and then like right as it got to like the, and then it like stopped.
The worst.
I was very disappointing.
Times Like These. All My Life. Long Road to Ruin. A lot of these are 2011. They had a lot of albums in 2011, guys. And then later, Friend of a Friend. And then later also like
I think 2011 still counts. I think if we're talking
Are we going up to the teens?
I think if we're talking like 98 to 2012.
Well, this is really expanded the list. We got Everlong in there now.
Oh, dude,
got
Everlong.
My Hero. We got Learn to Fly.
Okay.
We got Monkey Wrench. Got Big Me.
That was all 98 and after?
Yep.
Fuck.
Got Walking After You. These Days. One of These Days.
Dude, One
Great
of These
song.
Days is great.
Okay.
One of these days.
Your heart'll be broken.
I'm leaning so hard towards Foo Fighters right now.
Okay, The Offspring. Now we're doing research on this, guys. Sorry,
All right.
you know I like a good goog.
This is what it takes.
This is what it takes to make these tough life decisions.
This is what it
the
takes.
decisions that matter.
And we're willing to put in the work for you.
No, I don't know that The Offspring has made anything post. They have a one from 2015 on here, so that counts. You're gonna go Far Kid. Dance, fucker, dance. You never had a chance. The Kids Aren't All Right.
Good.
Pretty Fly. Why don't you get a job?
Oh, that might be their best one.
Want You Bad. Great song.
Great song.
Original Prankster. Great
Ooh.
song.
Because we're doing the 98 to like the 2012 because they still had the feeling of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
You know?
She's Got Issues. That's all I know on here. The rest of these I don't know.
Oh, man.
And there's a lot.
That's... I just
Doesn't
love...
bode well, but...
I like Keep Them Separated and the...
Keep Them Separated.
Pretty Fly for
Why
a White Guy.
don't you get a job? Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
Why don't you get a job? Nah, why don't you get a job? They're all very strong contenders.
Fred's got a boyfriend and she hates that prick. Tells me every day. It's the Foo.
Yeah, going through...
And this is not being biased.
No, we
because
did
we've
the
seen the
research.
Foo twice. We did this research just now. You heard it live on camera.
Yeah.
The Foo Fighters got way more bangers in the early 2000s.
Dude, but the
Offspring, distinctly 2000s.
They've got that 2000s vibe. The
Very
Foo
2000s.
Fighters...
Where it's like almost like jokey music.
Dude, but I like it.
It's good.
You know,
it's
like Eminem rapping.
Yeah.
It's like kind of jokey and funny, but it's good. Should Eminem have been on this list?
He's not a band.
But he does music. I don't know.
It's band.
Okay.
He could do another one if you want.
No, I understand.
Because he could have won, for sure. Slim Shady would have made you get really far.
Slim Shady, the real slick.
But I agree. Very distinct early 2000s sound about them.
Like that sound and feeling. The Foo Fighters have more of like a current / 90s feel.
Which I love.
It
works.
But they met all the qualifications for the 2000s bracket.
They did. The Offspring is like if Weird Al Yankovic succeeded at being a band. They have like a lot of songs that are clearly rip-offs of other songs.
The Offspring does?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. It just seems like there's songs that are like playing on words for other things.
Like what?
Like the kids aren't all right.
Yeah.
But not comparing them really to Weird Al. I'm just saying that's basically what they sound like sometimes. They're jokey. It's funny.
They are jokey.
They're good.
Pretty Fly for a White Guy
It's a
is
joke.
Hysterical. But
Great song.
Great song.
Great song.
Yeah.
And nobody's saying they're not.
He asked for a 13, but he drew a 31.
So the Foo.
It's the Foo.
And it's not because we flew to Germany.
to go see them.
At
Lollapalooza.
It's
And then saw them again in Portland because we decided that wasn't long enough to see the Foo Fighters.
it was like 2 years after.
Yeah.
If the Offspring were still playing, I'd go see them. Are they playing? Let's find out.
Yeah.
I'll go see them. They have good songs.
Yeah. One of my chefs was he was only my chef for like a little bit. He basically was like an office chef.
Sure.
He just did all the background stuff. But he was in the band Guttermouth. And they toured with the Offspring all the time. And he was like, "Oh yeah, if I get time, we should sit down. I'll tell you all these stories." And then they fired him, and I was like,
Fucking bummer.
"No,
I was gonna learn so much." But the Foo's got it.
The Foo Fighters.
They're amazing. If you know, so I've heard from people. One of my good friends saw them because they were opening for somebody or something. She just like happened to be at a concert. She didn't like want to. She just got the tickets.
Who was the Foo Fighters opening?
I don't know if
for?
they were opening or she just like I said like she wanted to see the opener or something. She got tickets for a concert,
For a
not to
different
see
band.
them.
Okay.
For something else, or she got them for free and she just went.
Well, it's
she
like
hated
how
the Foo Fighters.
She hated them?
Before seeing them. She was not a fan. She saw them and was like, holy shit, the Foo Fighters rock. They're so good in concert.
good.
We cannot sing their praises highly enough.
Oh, I can't sing anything like Dave Grohl at all.
He's a fucking...
I mean, and listen, he's not a great singer, but he gets into it. He's got that like rasp.
And he fucking fell off the stage and broke his leg and finished a concert.
Crazy.
I mean, not as long as he would have, I'm sure, because he had to have his leg held in place while he sat on a chair.
Yeah. But that story is like how like we went to go see Rancid and ended up liking the Reverend Horton Heat.
Rancid was good. They just blew out their speakers too quickly.
Yeah. And then the music quality wasn't that great. And they got like mad at everybody.
Yeah.
Because they were like trying to get us to like guess a song that they were going to play. And like nobody got it. And they were like, what the fuck?
You guys say you're Rancid fans.
It was.
And they like didn't like where the pits were starting on their own. They were like trying to direct where the pits should be. It was weird.
It was weird. Rancid was weird that day.
But the Reverend Horton Heat.
Dude.
Let's talk about this old fucker.
Holy
he can rock.
Shit.
If we're talking about the 80s, we've been talking about the Rev.
Dude. And
he still rocks hard.
They've been consistently touring and making new music and just like going through the Reverend Horton Heat. If you guys don't know, now you know.
Look that fucker up. If you like psychobilly.
Psychobilly band. And one of the coolest things about it was that the bands always come out and they're like, okay, what's up, everybody? Like,
intro a little bit.
Yeah, we're Rancid. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out and supporting
you guys ready to rock tonight?
For 25 years. Are you ready to rock?
Yeah.
Bam, bam. And it's like, woo, I can hear you.
Are you ready to rock?
Bam, bam.
Yeah. Classic. It's how concerts start.
Classic.
I don't know how like rap concerts start. You think they do that still? It's just some guy comes out with the guitar. Bram, bram.
Yeah, I
hope so.
I think that is how that happens. But so the Reverend Horton Heat, he comes out. Everybody sets up. He's got
not that many people are at this concert to see them.
Yeah, almost everybody was there to see Rancid. There were these two skinheads like standing right in front of us,
clearly skinheads,
for the Reverend Horton Heat, and you could tell where the Rancid fans were because there were like two stages right next to each other, like bumped up side to side, and one side was set up for the Reverend Horton Heat and the other side was already set up for Rancid. Yeah. They had all their gear, their flags, everything.
It was an outdoor festival, guys.
It was.
The Hootenanny.
The Hootenanny. And so we were standing over on the Rancid side because we were there to see Rancid. So we were like ready. We had good spots, ready to go.
We quickly drifted.
Yeah. There were these two skinheads that were standing in front of us and
straight up pouting
at the beginning of the Reverend Horton Heat set. And they were going, but man, halfway through, like one of them, he would like look over, his arms were crossed and he was pouting, but he'd like look over at his friend every once in a while to make sure he didn't see, but he was like tapping his foot. Yeah, like, he was getting into it.
It was like nice.
But, so the Reverend Horton Heat comes out on stage. He's got this big old classic guitar with like the
button up short sleeve shirt going on
with like the swooshes like it carved into it. He's got the button up like the kind that you'd see like you'd roll up a cigarette pack in.
Yeah, classic.
And
grown up greaser going on.
He's got the greaser hair, the jeans, like the light colored jeans.
Yeah. Rolled up at the bottom.
Boots.
Yeah. It was cool. It was a cool old dude.
And man, he's got class, but he'll also fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't want to meet the Reverend in a dark corner.
No. And so he comes out and he puts on his guitar and he looks over and there's like the guy with the stand-up bass right next to him, and he looks at him and he looks back at the drummer to like make sure everyone's set up, and he just goes, "It's a psychobilly freak out," and just starts fucking shredding. Like,
it was a hot start.
No warning, no, hey everybody, how you doing? He's just like, this is what I'm about. Fucking let's do it.
I'm just gonna drop a blessing on you now.
Oh, it was cool.
It was good.
I'm so upset at myself for not buying his shirt that said, "I was a sinner until I saw the Reverend Horton Heat."
It's a good shirt.
It's a good shirt.
I'll have to find one. I'm sure they're on the internet.
Oh, we could probably. So
last
good.
Question to end this podcast so we can have some dinner.
Cool. I'm into dinner.
Best concert you've ever been to?
The whole concert?
Top to bottom whole concert.
Top to bottom whole concert was the Ska in the Park Festival at the Fox Theater in Pomona.
Yeah.
It was a whole day.
Yeah.
It was like, I want to say like 35 ska bands.
Yeah.
And they had the main...
Captain Crunch and the Serial Killers.
Yeah. They had the main stage and Fishbone headlined.
Fucking weird.
Yeah.
You saw Fishbone or you didn't go?
We saw the beginning of their set, but we were exhausted and we were like,
that's the problem with all-day festivals. You gotta hope you don't want to see the Ender, otherwise you're not gonna make it.
But we did stay for Mustard Plug.
Great band.
There before.
I love Mustard Plug. Mm-hmm. So much.
Oh, Mr. Smiley, how could it be true? The things they say that you do, I can't believe it.
What has happened to you? I like Superman better. Like, I'm a Superman, so here I am, getting younger, older all the time, younger in my mind. Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Good. But, so they had like that main stage, and then they had like a rooftop stage, whereas like a lot of the more like punky ska bands were going.
Like Streetlight.
Streetlight.
But not
Streetlight wasn't there.
Because they're good.
They would have
They're
headlined.
big. Yeah.
But like a lot of bands like that. And it was like a lot of bands that not a lot of people had heard of, like local Orange County ska bands.
Classic.
Which is
That's where ska comes
kinda,
from. Yeah.
It's not where it comes from, but
That's
like
where it got big.
third it's called third wave ska is Orange County.
Yeah.
Like right
No
there.
doubt.
No doubt.
Get it? We're hip like the kids, guys.
No Doubt, Real Big Fish, Suburban Legends.
I love Suburban Legends. I wish there was still a thing.
Dude, Suburban
They
Legends
put
is
on
so
a mean
good.
show.
They put on a
Lots
great
of
show. Dude,
coordinated.
Suburban Legends, they were like bow, and then the trumpet player and like the trombone guy would like throw them
In
like
the air and
instruments
do
up
like
in
a
the air.
spin and a
They'd, like,
kick.
spin, kick, and then they'd be like, huh, boom,
And keep playing.
wow.
That was fucking rad.
Rump shaker, heartbreaker, don't be a faker, come be my baby maker.
Top to bottom is Lollapalooza for me. I haven't
Really?
gone to that many concerts.
I'm
Arguably.
surprised by that because Lollapalooza was cool. Going was an experience.
Yes.
Foo Fighters and Anna
Who would you
Cantor,
think
right?
I would have picked?
The what?
Who do you think I was going to pick?
I don't know.
I
but
don't go to that many concerts because
haven't
I
gone
get
to-
really bad headaches and I hate crowds.
Yes. You haven't gone to that many concerts, but all but 2 bands from Lollapalooza we couldn't understand because it was all in German.
But I still listen to Anna Cantorite, even though they're
Even
in
though
German.
you didn't understand a word of it.
They were that good.
They were, dude, if you're...
It was the whole thing with Lollapalooza. Not that I don't care about, if I'm at a concert, it's better for me to not just, like, I don't care about all these things I can't see because we were at, like, a festival. There was really good food.
Dude, like, some of the better gnocchi I've ever had.
Yeah, at this fucking thing. There was entertaining things to look at. There was that fucking weird, like, drag show they had going on where they're putting all this face makeup and, like,
That
hair
was
on people.
cool.
There was that giant rockin' horse thing. Great music happening around us that we didn't have to pay attention to or even listen to and enjoy. And we were in another country.
Beer
Top
was
to
like
bottom,
€1.
Yeah, beer was super cheap for you. Water was expensive for me, which sucked. Top to bottom, an experience that I will unlikely have again.
That is 100% accurate. It's not an experience that's easy to replicate.
No. And
For
we got
sure.
so close, like the vibe, there were so many people there, easily like 50,000 people in this crowd.
There's remind me, we'll have to post a picture on our Instagram of, I think there's like a picture, I took a picture or like a video during the Foo Fighters and I turn around and show the crowd
It's
and it's
insane.
just a
wave,
sea
yeah.
of people and we're like right in the middle of it.
I almost lasted that whole concert too. I was very proud of myself being that close to the band.
And honestly,
I got close.
I
I was just so thirsty.
Huh?
I was so thirsty.
Well, and your head was gonna explode. But and it's not like we missed it.
No.
We
just
just
moved
yeah,
out
like
of the front.
two songs before it ended.
Yeah.
We started heading
Really
out.
worked out great for us to
Yeah,
get a bus.
Faith got a water, and we just like stood away from everybody and finished watching the concert. And then we were like ahead of everybody trying to get out.
Yeah. So I think top to bottom experience.
Mm-hmm.
Best concert I've been to.
I can definitely understand that.
So, guys, hope you enjoyed this discussion. Sorry if we missed your favorite bands. You can find us on Instagram and on Twitter at Your Podcast, Youre, a podcast, all together like that, no underscores or anything. If you look us up on Facebook, it's just Your Podcast, Youre, again, a podcast. That's where we share all the links to find us on YouTube and anywhere that you can listen to podcasts. It's a little bit easier that way since we aren't too big, so make sure you spread the word. You can find me on Instagram at I Wish I Could Tag Faith, all one word, all smushed together. Austin, where can they find you?
Oh, me? I'm on Instagram at Austin J. Castler and on Facebook at regular old Austin Castler. And seriously, guys, if you like us, if you like what we're doing, you like, how we're doing this, best thing you can do is tell somebody to listen to us. If we can get more downloads, if we can spread the word, get these beautiful these goddamn beautiful voices out to everybody.
We would appreciate it.
We would appreciate it a lot. We appreciate your support. Thank you for listening to us for 50 episodes.
50 whole episodes, I know. Almost 52, which means almost one whole year.
And we're going to do something cool for that too.
We'll do our best.